stream of Dead Synchronicity. This, I think, is my 10th video. I'm starting to lose count. Anyway, hope you enjoy.
Okay, I'll use the can to avoid touching those disgusting fish with my hands.
There you are, you mangy beasts! So you dared to come out, did you? Now I've got you! Ow! Goddamn revolting cats! Sooner or later I'll get each and every last one of you! I promise you!
Don't get mad. Your technique's improving. You almost got one this time.
Shut up!
Now I get it. This is the system that controls the amount of
What the shit? Why does nothing work right in this filthy city?
Looks like a voltage surge. Suppose you think the cats are to blame.
Shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you! I'm not letting those flea-bitten beasts out of my sight! No chance, mate!
Hey, wait a minute. I've seen this place before. I've been here. I recognize this rooftop. Those trees, the park, the statue. Tomorrow comes today. Of course, the photo from the poster. It was shot from someplace in this very building. But what's the meaning of all this? And could it be that the voice wasn't actually trying to lead me to that burned out bookstore down there, but rather to this building? To this place? Oh no. It's starting again. It's amazing. Everything's changing. Everything. Everything's mutating. Repeating itself in cycles all around me. I don't understand. I don't understand anything. It's a sculpture from my poster. Maybe it was an allegory of happy fatherhood, until the great wave turned it into a depiction of Saturn devouring his children. There's a metal plaque on the wall next to the door. Michael Argent, photographer. I can't believe it. This is the apartment of a man named Michael, an apartment located above the Beechwood Oracle bookstore, and in the building where the photograph on the poster was taken. Can all this really be a coincidence? It's hard to believe, but is it possible that the voice in my head has been guiding me to my own front door? There's a piece of paper stuck to the door, and it looks like it has a handwritten message on it. Let's see what it says here. Who could Sarah be? And this Chris, could he have something to do with the person I saw in my vision? The front door of this apartment has been reinforced with various locks and bolts. Despite the surveillance by the soldiers, the people who live in this building must be terrified of burglary and looting. Of course, it's locked, and I think it's better if I don't try to pick the lock. I could be mistaken for a burglar, and the last thing I need right now is for someone to call the guards patrolling this area.
Isn't it time for you to go back to your nest, rat?
That ignorant bastard is starting to get on my nerves. Yes, I do have to be going. By the way, how did the chase go? Were those cats too quick for you?
You'd better go. It's not in your best interest to get my partner any more agitated. Not tonight.
You shut your mouth, you rat, or I'll shut it for you! I won't warn you again! Those beasts are possessed, and I'm going to exterminate them, one by one, with my bare hands if I have to!
I'm sure that would make you the pride of the force. Just one more thing. Try to stay away from the trash cans next time.
I've warned you, you filthy rat! You've worn out my patience! Ow! This'll teach you to treat me with a little more respect! I'm going to wipe that stupid grin off your face!
Ouch!
This is the only language you shitheads from the refugee camp understand! So, you're going to treat me with respect now, aren't you?
Come on, leave him alone. You'll kill him. He is a mole after all, and it's in our interest to keep him alive. Come on, let's get out of here.
Well, you're safe for now. But I have a very good memory for faces. Another day, I'll finish what we started, rat. I swear it!
Okay, here goes. I'll turn on the flashlight before going down any further. Great. These tunnels are a real labyrinth, and I'm afraid that the map on the cleanup brigade's GPS only shows the city at street level. There's no reference to the sewers in the GPS. I'd better turn back before I get lost. This could be very dangerous. A cleaning bucket, empty and dented. Nothing else remarkable about it, except that unlike most of the abandoned junk in this city, it still works. This plastic bag is designed to hold the remains of the dissolved, so I'm not putting that inside there right now. I don't see any reason why I'd want to put this inside the bucket. Wait a minute. I'm not going to climb down any further. It's totally dark in there, and it would be crazy to go into these sewers without any light. I don't think I'd gain anything. What for? Too many things in my life. These stains mark the spot where that bloated psychopath knocked me down with his flashlight. Now I can say I've made my mark in this new world. Wait a minute. In all that blood, there's something white. It's a fragment of one of my teeth. A reminder of my clash with the soldiers, in case my memory fails me again. The cats have already done their business back there. I'm not gonna bother them. This enormous construction tarp hangs from up there like a stage curtain, covering half the street. I guess it's a vestige of one of the few reconstruction jobs that were started in the city, just after the Great Wave hit. Now, it's just a hiding place for the neighborhood cats. I've already poked around enough in there. I don't want to end up getting zapped. Even if there was something inside there that could interest me. Jeez, that bonfire is too hot to touch. There's already enough light. I'm afraid I can't do that. There's already enough light. If I want to use something with... It doesn't look like it's having any effect. I'm not going to give it to anyone. I might sorely miss the light of this... I prefer to hold on. There's already enough light. I don't need to illuminate this. If I hit this window, I'll shatter it. It's pretty quiet around here, and the sound of the breaking glass would alert everyone in the camp, including the soldiers. It's the note I found on the door to the apartment. Although it refers to a newspaper office, I don't see any address in this note that I can search for with the GPS. Better not. That would be a waste of time. This plastic bag is designed to hold the remains of the dissolved. Why would I want to do something like that? It's the note I found on the door to the apartment. For now, I'm the only Michael I know in the city. I think the logical... It doesn't seem like a good idea.
Did you get me that photo of the hospital's fuel depot yet, Mike?
No, not yet.
What are you waiting for, dude? You know the deal. Bring me that photo and I'll give you whatever you want.
Do you know the trailer where Rod Atkinson and his wife live?
Yes, of course. I know Rod, that hypocritical busybody. He still thinks that with his old world morality, he can save everyone in the camp. He's a real pain in the ass, dude.
They have a young son, Colin. I can't tell you why, but I need to be alone with the kid, just for a few minutes. You have to make a commotion outside to keep Rod and his wife distracted long enough. Keep them busy for a few minutes. Find any excuse, but I need time alone with that boy.
You never cease to amaze me, Mike. I don't know what you've got in mind, but it's none of my business. Bring me the information I asked you for. Bring me that photo of the fuel depot of the hospital, and I promise you'll have all the time you need to do whatever it is you want to do with that boy. At my complete discretion, of course.
I don't know what idea is percolating in the hunter's sick mind right now, but I have to play along to avoid having to explain anything. I gotta make sure he doesn't find out about the boy's illness. Deal. But nobody gets hurt, okay?
Bring me that photograph of the fuel depot at the hospital, and we'll do whatever's strictly necessary.
What a pointless waste of time. The rag he's using to wipe it down is even dirtier than the surface of the bar itself. Okay, I'll use the bucket for what it was designed for, to be filled with water. Oh no, here comes that sensation again. It's like floating in a dense liquid, while everything around me changes and repeats in cycles. Good God, I think I'm starting to lose my mind. Here goes. Maybe we can still salvage something from the fire. Now that the fire is out, I don't intend to carry this rusty bucket around anymore. I'll get rid of it. The great wave may be making me lose my mind, but I'm still not crazy enough to want to put a piece of burnt plastic in a crib. The great wave may be making me lose my mind, but I'm still not crazy enough to want to put a piece of burnt plastic in a crib. It sends shivers down my spine to think that this hunk of plastic belonged to little Colin. It's a sinister image, considering the boy's fate. I'm afraid that using this piece of burnt plastic I'm not proud of what I'm about to do, but I need to find out that secret Rose is keeping from me. And if she wants her baby, I'll give her back her baby. I've brought you your baby, Rose.
Did you bring me my baby? Did you bring him? Thank you so much, Mr. Sleepyhead. You kept your word. You brought me my baby. Now I need you to bring me a crib, like the one in the picture, Mr. Sleepyhead. And then I'll tell you the secret, the key that opens your chest of dreams. Thank you. Now I can rock my baby to sleep and sing to him.
Now I need you to tell me that secret you promised to reveal if I brought what you asked.
Yes, our secret. I have something that belongs to you, Mr. Sleepyhead. It's the key that opens your chest of dreams. And now, it's yours again.
But it's a real key. Where did you get it?
I found it in your jacket after Rod and his wife gave me your clothes. When I got to my room, the key fell on the floor and made a clinking sound. I had just seen you sleeping in their trailer, like a big bear. And then I figured it out. It was the key to the chest where you were keeping your dreams. Because you like to dream, don't you? Of course you do. That's why your name is Mr. Sleepyhead.
The key that opens my chest of dreams. Thank you very much for your help, Rose. Take good care of your son. I should be going now.
No, please. Don't go. Don't leave me here. Now that I've found my baby, I have to get away from here. Far away. I have to get away from the haunted castle. If you leave, more men will come and hurt me, and they'll lock me up in the dark again. And I can't stand the dark. That's when those soldiers come back and take me with them. And now they'll want to hurt my baby, too.
The hunter was clear. I mustn't get mixed up in his affairs, or there'll be hell to pay. I'm sorry, Rose. I can't do anything.
Mr. Sleepyhead, I can't stand it anymore. Don't let them touch me again. Please help me. You have to get me out of here. Like the knight in the stories. You're my knight, and I'm your princess.
Good God. This is unbearable. Victims and executioners. That sums things up. And what was I? What was my role before the Great Wave? Damn it. I can't just leave that poor girl to her fate. I have to do something to save her, even if I don't know what that is yet. I'll help you, Rose. I'll help you get out of here.
Thank you, Mr. Sleepyhead. Do you promise? Will you be my knight in shining armor?
Yes. Let's see if my intuition is correct. Yes, the key that opens my chest of dreams is a key that in fact belongs to Michael Argent, photographer. The key to my own apartment. No, I'd only rip it if I tried to pull it down without first taking out the screws. I wouldn't waste too much time on this. Pounding on the screws holding the fabric won't do anything to loosen them. Benton Heights Post. That's the name of this newspaper. Now I understand. This file cabinet holds copies of newspapers and magazines my photos appeared in. It seems like as a photographer, I was very fond of my own work. Benton Heights Post. It's one of the many publications I was saving inside the file cabinet at home. Alexander Tribune. The title of... First, I'll put the newspaper I took back in its place. As much as I might like my old photos, I have no intention of carrying around any more paper than necessary. It's the note I found on the door to the apartment. Union Country Messenger, one of the many newspapers. The New Truth, that's the name of this newspaper. First, I'll put the newspaper I took back in its place. As much as I might like my old photos, I have no intention of carrying around any more paper than necessary. The New Truth, the newspaper for those who have woken up. It looks like a decent publication, even though it was produced on a shoestring budget. The address of the office is at the bottom of the first page, and the article on the front page is under the byline of one Chris Bluntstone. The New Truth. The newspaper, it looks like a... It seems like a good idea, but the GPS... As dry and as empty as the contents of my memory. I see various liquor bottles scattered around the room. That explains the odor I find so unbearable. It can't be. It's me. This photo. I remember it. I remember this photograph.
Please, Michael, help us. Only you can do it.
And this woman is... she's... Emily. She's my wife. Now I remember her. The person who's been communicating with me all this time. Emily.
I love you, Michael.
And I now pronounce you...
Don't ever leave me.
I won't.
I have something to tell you, Michael.
Are you really? Oh, yes!
Things are not going well between us, Michael. You know that.
It's only a rough patch. You'll see. It's all your fault!
You have to get on top of this, Michael. It's destroying both of us. I'm afraid of you.
Shut up! Shut up! Everything will be different. Remember that vacation we took to the beach? And we were getting to know each other? Everything will go back to the way it was.
Promise me.
I promise. Oh, Emily, what does all this mean? Where are you? How can I find you? What are these messages you keep repeating in my head? I've lost my mind. I've lost my mind. That's the only logical explanation for this. Oh, Emily. My poor Emily. Where are you? How can I find you? A somewhat antiquated model of an instant camera. Despite its appearance, it seems to be in perfect working order. I only see one problem. It has no film in it. What for? None of these titles means anything at all to me. It's like looking into a mirror and seeing a reflection you no longer recognize staring back at you. Where are you? No, I'd only rip it if I tried to pull it down without first taking out the screws. It's exactly the same view of the park and the statue that appears in the photo on the poster. No doubt this must have been one of my simplest and most lucrative jobs. I completed it without even leaving the house. Whoever designed this building didn't go to too much trouble to conceal the structural elements. There are pillars and wooden beams all over the place. A line of tiny screws holds up the white backdrop that hangs from the crossbeam. I wouldn't waste too much time on this. Pounding on the screws holding the fabric won't do anything to loosen them. I think I hear noise from the other side of that peephole, but I'm not sure. Damn it. Being in this place is starting to make me feel a little bit paranoid. I don't quite see how I could use this here. I'm not going to give this camera to anyone. The only...
Did you get me that photo of the hospital's fuel depot yet, Mike?
No, not yet.
What are you waiting for, dude? You know the deal. Bring me that photo and I'll give you whatever you want.
Like I said, I need you to distract Rod Atkinson and his wife for a few minutes. I need to be alone with the boy.
And that will be arranged, Michael. You have my word. But bring me that photograph first. Agreed?
Hello again. What can I get for you?
I'm not really interested in buying anything.
Okay guys, I'm taking a break for a while, but I'll continue this soon. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.